So what else? We have magical crystal cave, rainfall now. You know, you're going to use your spiritual gift.
Tayo for lunch. Sinigang na manok at ano. Good morning, Daniel. Hello. Good morning. How are you, Daniel? I'm going to peel the potato. Okay, I will visit your house. I will visit your channel. Happy Sunday. Good chat. Good morning. How are you? Ayan. Yes. Oh. Number one. Shout out Mimi Burr. Tingin ko ang ano muna ni Daniel. I will visit and then follow. Ay, ayan. Papahinaan ko. Ayan. Mimi Burr, good morning. Hello there. Nice game. Yes, good morning, good morning. Yeah. How much your video, dear friend? I am watching. Yeah. I am watching your video. Now, let's go to Member. Okay, wait. I will go to Member house. Bird house? Member. Member. Okay. I'll go to your channel, sister. Okay, upcoming. Meron kang upcoming, sister. Okay. I give you thumbs up. I give you thumbs up. Ayan. Disneyland, wow, sana all. Kuya, kailangan makarating dyan. Kung tumama ako sa Luto, pupunta ako sa Disneyland. Hello. Nice place. Talaga, gusto ko marating ito. Hello, Sisi Day! Good morning. Luto na naman tayo. Ay, may ano ka? Listen, message me. Ay, okay. Bisitahin ko ang yung, ano. Parad nga tayo sa blue up, sister. May blue ups ka ba? Letter F sa D. Okay, Sisi Bear. Thank you. Good morning naman. Ayan. I'll go to your channel. Ako magbabalat ng patatas. Ayan. Si Ganda, oh. Good morning. Babalat ako ng patatas para sa sinigang. Ay, nilaga. Nilagang manok ang ano ko at saka lagang baboy. Kasi hindi ako na kumakain ng baboy ngayon. Matagal na, ilang taon na. Ako naman na nagluluto. Ayan, may paharang ako sa iyo, Sisi. Oh. May kinakanta mo ay Destiny by Jim Breakman. Uy, minsan nga, Sisi, bakit yan mo sa akin, Sisi, Sisi Dalia? Mamaya, tatry ko mag-ano. Ay, kung hindi ka sabay kay Miss Ria. Music with Ria, happy birthday. Pag may time kasi si Dal ha, akit ka ha. Hindi naman ako singer. Maganda ang boses mo. Ako yung lang, mahilig lang kumanta. Ha? Mahilig lang kumanta. Ayan. Good morning, good morning. Nagsisigang din ako ng konting manok para sa akin. Sinigang, ay ano, nilaga pala. Manok, patatas at saka pechay din. Marami sa baboy ngayon. Pechay at ano. Ay boys. We. Teka, anin ko nga ito. I-u-off ko nga ulit ito. Ayan. Dito mo ni. Alam mo naman sa akin. Pero, ang boses ko mababa lang. Titignan ko kung ano-ano. Kung anong live, kung ano mamaya, kung anong oras. Kasi, ano nga ba yung kay Sisi Rhea? Ayan, piniplay ko yung ano, ayan, matatap. Loading. Ayan, nag-loading. May time na mahirap. Titignan ko yung kay Sisi Rhea. Pagkatapos nitong, ano mo, walang komersya lang yung, ano yung kanta. CPR ba yun? Gabi maglalay ulit. Saka hindi na ako napagkanta ulit. Wala nang birthday. Mamayang gabi. O hapon. Happy birthday, Liz. Music with Ria. Ang patatas na kababad pa ang karneng baboy. Matigas pa. Yung pinamiling ko ng isang araw. Yan. Basta gabi, hindi ko pa ma-show kung anong oras ako mag-ano. Ano nga ba? Nasa abroad ka nga ba? Bata ka pa ano? Sino nga ba? Ilan nga ba? Sino nga ba? Natanong na nga ba kita kung ilang taon ko na? Parang nasa 30-han ka pa lang. Ano? Sis. Sana all destiny. Wala akong ka-destiny. Basta mahilig lang ako kumanta. Ayan, nasa kondisyon ako mamaya. Kakanta ko. Oh, may commercial. May commercial pagkatapos, Sisi. Ayan o. Hindi ko na-skip. Sisidalan niya ka pa ba? Ayan. Ako may kinukumpose na kanta. Ayan, may commercial, Sisi, sa huli pala. Kapag gabi po, try ko po umakyat. Kasi may pasok pa po. Oo. Nasaan ka ba natin sa Pilipinas? Ay, ano may commercial yung kanta mo? Pagkatapos, oh. Kantan mo, ano mo ako? Hindi ka umakyat ang birthday ko eh. Ay, ano may commercial, oh. Piniplay ko commercial mo, Sisi. Uy. Ako'y kukunti na ang ano. Pag may time nga, Sisi. Pinas. Subic. Ay, Sampalos. Wow. Galing kami dyan last year. Nung ano. Ay, no. Nag-play. Subic ka pala. Maganda dyan. Mismong Subic. Yan. Yes po. Pinas po ako sa Subic. Galing kami dyan last year. Nung mahal na araw. Ano? Yes, mahal na araw ngayon. Ganda nung ano dyan. Ganda nung ano dyan. Subic nung ano. Nung beach. Meeting. Matain. Saan yun? Hindi yung ano. Kasi yung pinag-ano nga namin. Ano mo pangalan nun? Na-i-vlog ko yun eh. Na-i-vlog ko yung ano na yun. Yung ano na yun eh. Yung hindi ko alam kung ano pangalan ng ano. Basta Sambalik, Subic. Ilan ba ang ano doon? Ilan ba ang beach? Ilan ba ang ano? Dami ano. May dinaanan kaming maliit na kalsada na matarik ng konti. Pero alam ko Sambales yun. Sambales. It was last year. Ano eh. Limot ko anong pangalan. Limot ko na kung anong pangalan nung malaki po kasi. Maraming bali. Ay, oo naman. Mas malaki ang Sambales kaysa sabi. Pero sila ba ng Manila nga ba ang Sambales? Pero hindi pala. Kasi capital natin Manila eh. Ako naman dito sa Caloocan. May tindahan ka? O, may trabaho ka pala. Sabi mo, papasok ka bukas. Pahinga mo ngayon. Pahinga tayo. Ako, dati ako may negosyo. Sulo na ako sa buhay. Dito ako sa anak ko. Sulo naman ang anak ko. Isa lang anak ko. So, akong tagaluto. Tagaluto dito. Basta kantahan mo ako pagka ha. Kantahan tayo. Hindi mo kantahan ako. Kantahan tayo. Salamat sa iyo. Bata ka pa. Ako, ang tanda na. 58 na ako. Halata na ba? Malapit na mag 62 years na lang. Senior na. Ang ano ko sana, parang ako tinatama dito sa kaso hindi ko pa rin maiwasang hindi magla-live. Tuloy pa rin ang buhay ng Whitey. Punin ko yung isang malaking patatas. Sana tutuloy ko pa rin. Hindi po. Hindi halata pa. 58 na ako. Ikaw bata ka paano, di ba? Kita-kita naman eh. Ilang taon ka na nga ba? Ilang taon ka? Ang anak ko 32. Pa-32 na. Ako'y single. Medyo hindi sumerte sa pag-ibig. Hindi ako swerte sa pag-ibig. May kadili nga ako, hindi ko naman ganun. Kalab. Kasi maraming komplikado. Siyempre, babalansin natin yung Basta po 30 plus ako. Sabi ko sa iyo, tama ako, 30 plus ka. Kasi kasi tanda ka lang na anak ko eh. Ang anak ko, 32, pa-32 na. 32 na. Oo, 32 na. 1992. Ay, 93. Hala. Yan taon na yun. 25 plus 8. Oh, 30, na nga. 32 na. Oh. 30, basta ang anak ko. Isa lang anak ko. Ilan anak mo? Oh, wala ka pang anak. Wala pang anak, sisi. Para pala kitang anak. 30 plus. Yes. Isip ako kung pang siyempre isipin natin yung makakasama natin habang buhay. Kaya kasi nabibigla-bigla tayo sa ating mga pag-desisyon. Kaya nag-iisip-isip ko na. Shout out! sa mga Piscean dyan ng mga hindi gaanong kaswerte. Mga Pisces daw. Anong birthday mo sis? Dal? Anong birthday mo? Ako, diba March? Mga Piscean daw. Hindi, mga Pisces. Hindi swerte sa sa pag-ibig. Ano ba? Bakit nga ba hindi swerte ang mga Pisces sa pag-ibig? May totoo. Minsan, may akala mo, mahal ka na. Akala mo kaya. December, ikaw ay, ano nga ba sa December 6, birthday ka ng tiyaw. Birthday. Ano mo yan, mag-LS ka. Malayo pa. Malayo pa ang birthday mo. yung patatas. Gusto ko patatas sa nilaga. Yan. Dalawang aking, kasi ibubukod ko yung aking sinigang. Ang hirap pa ng ano. Bubukod ko ang aking sinigang na manok. Ito muna. Ang pichay. Ang pichay, iniisa-isa ko yan ng linis eh. Kasi may uod yan talaga ang pichay. May uod. Iniisa-isa ko ng linis yan. Ako, binubuka ko yan. Sinasahod ko sa running water. Please, sure ka. Sure ka na malinis dapat ang kinakain. Kung ako'y madirihin sa ganyan, kaya ang manok nga, kakailang hugas ko, plus, inaano ko pa yan. Niyaano ko pa ng mainit na tubig yan. At ano kasi yan, siyempre, galing nga sa palengke, nakapatong lang sa kung saan, hindi sapat ang linis lang, hugas lang. Kailangan, hugasan ako. Kailangan, inanuhan ko lang ng mainit na tubig. Kaunti lang, siyempre. Yung mga yung germs ng sa pinagpatungan, iniisa-isa ko yan, binubuka ko yan. Tapos may nakita akong hindi ka nais-nais, naalala ko yung, nagpaluto ako ng ganito. Nakalutang ang uod. Siyempre, inumin mo yun, sabaw. Tapos ganun. Iinumin mo yung sabaw, tapos may nakita. Nagagawin ka sa bahay. Enjoy ko. Sige, salamat ha. Salamat. Ingat. Thank you. Play ko yung mo. Ingat, ingat. Sige, akit kapag pag may time ka. Thank you guys sa inyo dyan. You'll never satisfied. Kapakanta ako. Kakatanga ako mamaya. Ano nga ba simula nyo? I don't wanna say goodbye to you. There's one big illusion. I should try to forget. But there's one thing left in my head. Ano ba simula ng Ano ba simula ng That's why you go away. I know that's why you go. Ayan, kakantahin ko. Kakantahin ko kahit walang sound para hindi ako masi-CPR, di ba? Hindi ako masi-CPR. Pawisan na ako. Init. Teka nga. Wala naman Ayan. Kakanta lang ako. Masama daw kumanta pang habang nagluluto. Nga ba? Ha? Masama ba kumanta habang nagluluto, guys? Hindi daw magkakaasawa, kaya pala. Kaya pala hindi ako nakakapag-asawa. Kasi lagi akong kumakanta. Lagi akong kumakanta sa habang nagluluto. Init. Pupunas parang bata. Baby, won't you tell me why there's sadness in your eyes? I don't wanna say goodbye to you. Love is one big illusion. I should try to forget. There is one thing left in my head. You will ever say you're the one who set me up. Now you want to make it stop. I'm the one that's feeling lost right now. Now you want me to forget every little thing you said. Teka muna ako. Sasalang ko na ito. Sasalang ko muna ito. Hoy, yung mais nyo, oh! Nako. Yan, inaano ko na mainit. Good morning po sa nandiyan. Sisigang ako ng... Ay! Sibuyas pala! Sibuyas! Walang sibuyas! Wala nang gulay yan doon. Hirap kasi magnegosyo pag alanganin. Tindahan pag alanganin ang pwesto. Mahal ang upa mo, maraming ang dumadaan na tao, pero mali kasi alanganin, ang iba na pamili na. Siyempre malapit lang sa palengke. Kaya nagulayan ka. Ang prospect ng tao, gulayan as in sa palengke. So lalagpas nga naman. Unless ang mga wala ditong asin. Wala ditong asin. Yes. Hello, Dragon! Good morning. I am cooking. Good morning to you. I'm cooking for the lunch. Okay, I will visit your channel, okay? Ate, meron ditong ate, meron ditong try to visit your channel, okay? Meron ditong mais. President Evil. yes. I am watching your video here, Januan. Shout out, Jan. Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday, guys. Luto ako ng sinigang. Ano na sinigang? It's nilaga. Manok at baboy. Oh. Pag pero magkabukod. Kasi gusto ko sinigang at nilagang manok. Kasi hindi ako kumakain ng baboy na. 4 years na po ako hindi kumakain ng baboy. It's 4 years, yes. Ay. Pero ako magluluto sa loob. Good morning po sa inyo dyan. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. May nakatahan na akong kanta pala. Nakantahin ko yun. Shout out sa mahilig sa politika. Hoy, ang gulo na ating bayan. Dahil sa nakawan. Ano nga ba? Oh, Dragman, I'm still watching your video here. Sino po na diyan? Your resident Erilo. Oy. Ay, yung sibuyas kasi ako nabili ko na nakalimutan ko. Apen. Ate, ito na yung mais mo. Oh, sige na, dali mo dyan. Sa lamesa. Apen, halika mo na, dali. Pagkarkaran mo na si mama. Dali, mama. Dali. Mama, dali. Dali ah. Ay, lumayas na. Ayaw mo nag-splada ko ngayon na. Gusto niyan. Lagi kami sa kwarto. Tapos magkakamutan. Ano lulutuin mo naman natin? Talagang luluto ko ng kaya po ng ano. Ayan, I'm still watching your video, Drago 1. Sino po na diyan kasi i-watch ko yung inyong video dito sa isang cellphone. Ayan, ang daming pichay. Saka ng pichay sa nilaga, guys. Nilaga tayo.
Nilaga ano?
Baboy. Tapos sa akin manok. Nilaga ako ng manok kasi ayaw nakain ng baboy ako. Ayoko na. Baboy na. Ayun na nga. Ayun na nga, may uod nga. Ayun na nga, may uod nga. Ayan, naglulo ko ang signal, guys. Kung nag-aaral ng mga DIY na DIY na yung ballpen. Gaano ate akong ganun.
and honestly could not have predicted even if you tried. Pay attention to that feeling in your body as you hear these words. That warmth, that tightness in your chest, that flutter of anticipation. Your body already knows what your mind has not caught up to yet. Your physical self has been receiving signals from the field around you, and it has been quietly preparing you for something your rational mind would have dismissed as too good to be true. But your body does not lie. It does not exaggerate. When your body responds to information, it is because something real is moving towards you. But here's what I want you to understand before we go any further. This is not random. What is about to unfold financially was set into motion by something you did a long time ago. Not a ritual, not a prayer necessarily, though maybe those are part of it. I am talking about a decision. A moment where you chose something different. Where you chose honesty over comfort. Where you chose to walk away from something that was draining you, even though staying would have been easier.
Lalagay ko na lang yung
That
isa.
decision planted a seed in the soil of your life, and the roots of that seed have been growing underground in complete silence. You are now standing on the edge of the moment where the first green shoot breaks through.
Yeah, tatlo. Ay, hindi
I
ko.
want to trace something with you.
Hindi ko kaya.
Think of your life as 3 rivers that have been running separately for months, maybe even longer. One river is your emotional healing. Another is a skill or a talent you have been quietly developing. Something you may not even give yourself full credit for yet. And the third river is a financial
Hindi
channel,
pala matigas pa.
a pipeline that has been blocked, sluggish, or just barely dripping. What is happening right now, the reason you are watching this and feeling that pull in your chest, is that these 3 rivers are about to merge. They are about to converge into one powerful current. And when they do, the financial river is going to swell in a way that catches you completely off guard. Let me start with the first river, because this is where so many people miss the connection. Your emotional healing over the past stretch of time has not just been about feeling better. It has been restructuring your energetic blueprint. Every tear you released, every boundary you finally enforced, every night you sat with your own pain instead of running with it,
Laging may ano.
you were literally rewiring your capacity to receive. Most people think abundance is about hustle or luck or being in the right place at the right time. But the universe operates on resonance. You can only receive what your nervous system feels safe enough to hold. And you, quietly, without fanfare or applause, have been expanding your capacity to hold more. That is not a small thing. That is the foundation of everything that is about to arrive. Welcome, by the way, to Mary Tarot, and I am so glad you are here for this particular message because it was meant to find you at exactly this moment. Now, the second river. There is something you do, something you know, or something you create that has more value than you have been assigned to it. I sense this very clearly. It might be a professional skill. It might be something artistic. It might be the way you communicate, the way you solve problems, or even the way you make people feel when they are around you. Whatever it is, you have been underpricing it. Not just in a literal financial sense, though that may be true as well, but energetically. You have been treating this gift like it is ordinary when it is anything but. I see you offering this thing for free when others charge handsomely for far less. I see you second-guessing whether you are truly qualified, truly good enough, truly ready to claim ownership of what you carry. And meanwhile, the people around you who have half your depth, half your skill, half your authenticity have been charging full price and thriving. That imbalance is not evidence that the world is unfair. It is evidence that you have been the one undervaluing yourself, and the world was simply reflecting your own assessment back to you. And here is the beautiful part. Someone or something, a situation, an opportunity, a door, is about to reflect the true value of what you carry back to you. When that mirror appears, it is going to shift how you see yourself. And that shift in self-perception is going to unlock money in a way that feels almost effortless. I want to stay with that word for a moment.
Sibuyas. Good morning po sa 3 million dyan.
Because I know how loaded that word can be for someone who
Nilaga.
has worked
Na
hard,
ano,
who has
bago,
struggled,
dalawa.
who has earned every single thing they have through sheer persistence. I am not telling you that effort does not matter. What I am telling you is that there is a difference between forced effort and aligned effort. Forced effort feels like pushing a boulder uphill and never reaching the top. Aligned effort feels like swimming with the current instead of against it. You have spent a long time swimming against the current, and what is shifting now is the direction of the water itself. Was hard. Money was scarce. You may not have noticed it because beliefs do not crumble dramatically. They soften slowly, worn down by water. Has now worn thin enough that money can finally seep through. You might have caught glimpses of this already.
Good morning
Small moments where
dyan.
you felt differently about money. A flash of confidence where you thought, actually, I could afford that. A split second where you imagined a life of financial ease, and it did not feel laughable. It felt possible. These flashes were cracks forming in the old belief. And cracks, once they start, do not stop spreading. What does this look like practically? I see multiple streams, not one single windfall, though there may be a standout moment that feels like one. What I see is more like a dam and water feeding several paths down the mountain simultaneously. One path might be something owed to you to finally come through. Another might be an opportunity to earn in a new way, something you had not considered, or something.
Hello dyan. Gugubayan ng sinigang na baboy at manok.
That was not available to you before. A third path might be an unexpected gift, an inheritance, a refund, a settlement, or simply someone handing you something and saying, you deserve this. And there may be even more paths than that. The point and feeling that pull in your chest
Good morning po sa
is
inyo
that these
dyan.
three rivers are about to merge. They are about to convert
Luto tayo
into
ng
one
sinigang.
powerful current.
Ay, sinigang.
And when they
Ano pa ako
do,
nagsisinigang?
the financial river is
Nilaga.
going to swell in a way that catches you completely off guard. Let me
Manok.
start with the
Ako ay
first
manok
river,
ang
because this is
pagkaulam.
where so many people miss the connection. Your emotional healing over the past stretch of
Sila
time
ay
has not just
baboy.
been about
Ako hindi
feeling
kumakain
better.
ng baboy.
It has been restructuring your energetic blueprint. Every tear you released, every boundary you finally enforced, every night you sat with your own pain instead of running from it, you were literally rewiring your capacity to receive.
Adik pa rin ako sa
Most
kanila
people
ng
think
mga
abundance is about hustle or luck or being in the right
Ako
place
kay
at the right time.
candidate niya kaya sa
But the universe
pagkamdimuni.
operates on resonance. You can
Wala
only
nang
receive
ads
what
ang
your
aking
nervous
mga
system
bagong
feels safe enough
Ayaw
to
nang maon.
And you, quietly, without
Ayaw nang maon
fanfare
ang
or
aking
applause,
ads.
have been expanding your capacity to hold more. That is not a small thing.
Pag-try nga po
That is
akong
the
i-on
foundation
nyo,
of everything that is about to arrive.
ako.
Welcome, by the way, to Mary Tarot, and I am so glad you are here for this particular message because it was meant to find you at exactly this moment. Now the second river. There is something you do,
Sarap ng sitaw.
something you know,
Ay,
or
sitaw
something
ba?
you
Ano po
create
dyan?
that has more value than you have been
Sinasabi ko.
assigning to it. I sense this very clearly. It might be a professional skill. It might be something artistic. It might be the way you communicate, the way you solve problems, or even the way you make people
Mura
feel
ang
when they are
pechay
around you.
today. Mura.
Whatever it is, you have been underpricing it. Not just in a literal financial sense,
Malingkin
though
ko
that may
guys,
be true
mura
as
ang
well,
pechay.
but energetically, you have been treating this gift like it is ordinary when it is anything but.
Isa-isa kong tingnan na
I
ang
see you
pechay
offering
na
this thing
kamayo.
for free when others charge handsomely for far less. I see you second-guessing whether you are truly qualified, truly good enough, truly ready to claim ownership of what you carry.
Yes.
And meanwhile, the people around you who have half your depth, half your skill, half your authenticity, have been charging full
Shout out
price
po sa
and
tumingin na
thriving.
diyan. Thank you so much.
That imbalance is not evidence that the world is unfair.
Ay,
It is evidence that
Alright,
you
good.
have been the one undervaluing yourself.
yes. Dami
And the
ng
world
pechay.
was simply reflecting your own
pesos
assessment
lang.
back to you.
Dalawang tali.
And here is the beautiful part.
Dalawang tali ang
Someone
binili ko.
or something, a situation, an opportunity, a door, is about to reflect the true value of what you carry back to you.
Ang
When
dami.
that mirror appears, it is going to shift how you see yourself. And that
Dinidibig
shift
sa
in
bawat
self-perception
kailangan natin
is
sa
going to
katawan.
unlock money in a way that feels almost effortless.
Isa-isa ko yan kasi
I want to
may
stay
uod
with
yan.
that word for a moment. Effortless. Because I know how loaded that word can be for someone who has worked hard, who has struggled, who has earned every single thing they have through sheer persistence. I am not telling you that effort does not matter. What I am telling you is that there is a difference between forced effort and aligned effort. Forced effort feels like pushing a boulder uphill and never reaching the top. Aligned effort feels like swimming with the current instead of against it. You have spent a long time swimming against the current, and what is shifting now is the direction of the water itself. The current is turning in your favor. The effort you put in from this point forward is going to yield disproportionate results. You are going to do less and receive more. And instead of feeling guilty about that, I want you to recognize it as the natural consequence of everything you have already been through. Now let me talk about the third river, the financial channel itself. There has been a blockage here, and I want to name it honestly. The blockage was not entirely external. Yes, there were circumstances, situations, maybe even people who played a role in limiting your financial flow. But there was also something inside you, a belief, maybe inherited, maybe learned through experience, that told you money was hard, money was scarce, money was something other people had access to, but not you. That belief has been dissolved. You may not have noticed it because beliefs do not crumble dramatically. They soften slowly, like stone worn down by water over time. And what I sense is that this belief has now worn thin enough that money can finally seep through. You might have caught glimpses of this already. Small moments where you felt differently about money. A flash of confidence where you thought, actually, I could afford that. A split second where you imagined a life of financial ease and it did not feel laughable. It felt possible. Those flashes were cracks forming in the old belief. And cracks, once they start, do not stop spreading.
Look,
What does this look like practically? I see multiple streams.
Ayun na, ma-open natin
Not
ito.
one single windfall, though there may be a standout moment that feels like one.
Ilaw pa.
What I see is
Kasi
more like a
na-off ko eh.
dam breaking and water finding several
Tingnan
paths
muna
down the
ulit.
mountain
Oh
simultaneously.
no, may...
One
Ano
path
cellphone
might
ka?
be
Ano
something owed
bagsak?
to you that finally comes through. Another might be an opportunity to earn in a new way, something you had not considered, or something that was not available to you before.
11:29 pa ako
A
nakapagsaing.
third path might be
Teka,
an
iwasan ko na
unexpected
yung ilaw.
gift, an inheritance, a refund, a settlement, or simply someone handing you something and saying, you deserve this. And there may be even more paths than that. The point is, this is not a single event. It is a season of receiving. I need you to hear something that most people skip over. Receiving is an action. It is not passive. You do not just stand there while abundance falls into your lap. Receiving requires you to stay open, to say yes when something is offered, to stop deflecting compliments and opportunities with help. How many times has someone tried to give you something, literally or figuratively, and you said, no, I am fine, I do not need it, give it to someone else. That pattern, that reflex of refusal, is one of the final locks on this door. And the key is simple. The key is letting yourself have it. Letting yourself be the one who is chosen, who is helped, who is given to.
Grabe
Not
paghugas
because
ko
you
yun.
are
Hindi
desperate,
naghugas.
but because you are worthy.
Ay,
There is a massive difference
Ang
between
manok
the
bago
two.
hindi pa.
And I want you to
Nauna
start
pa isa lang.
practicing this right now. The next
Titinda
time
ko na.
someone offers you something, whether it is a compliment, a favor, a gift, or an actual financial opportunity, I want you to pause before your reflex kicks in. I want you to take a breath, soften your shoulders, and simply say, thank you.
Gusto ko kayo
I
dyan.
received that. Feel how uncomfortable it might be at first. Notice the part of you that wants to shrink, to deflect, to give something immediately to balance the equation. That discomfort is the old pattern resisting the new reality. Let the discomfort be there and accept the offering anyway. Every time you practice receiving, you widen the channel through which abundance can reach you.
Inisa-isa ko yung
Something I
pichay.
find remarkable about the energy
Tingnan
around
ko
you
ngayon.
right now is
And
how
then,
quietly powerful it is.
Hugasan ko ng marami.
This is not
Ayan,
a loud, flashy, look at me type of abundance. This is
Kailangan
deep.
pagkakain natin
It is
malinis.
the kind of wealth that builds and stays. The kind that changes the architecture of your life rather than just decorating the surface. I feel very strongly that whatever money comes to you in this next phase, it is going to feel different from money you have received before. It is going to feel clean.
Sasain naman ako.
It is going to feel earned, not through suffering, but through becoming. You became the person who could hold this, and so it is arriving. There's also something here about a specific number. I am not going to throw out a figure because that is not how I work, and honestly the number is less important than the feeling it carries. But I will say that when you see a certain amount appear, whether in your account, on a check, in an offer, you are going to feel a jolt of recognition. Like you have seen that number before, maybe in a dream, maybe in a passing thought you dismissed. That jolt is confirmation. That is the universe's way of saying, yes, this was always yours, and now you are ready for it. If you have been following along with Mary Tarot for any amount of time, you know that I believe deeply in the connection between inner transformation and outer manifestation. And what I am seeing for you right now is one of the most beautiful examples of that connection playing out in real time. Let me weave these rivers together now. Your emotional expanded your capacity. valued gift is about to be seen and reflected back to you at its true worth. And the financial channel that was blocked is now opening because the belief that kept it shut has worn thin enough to break. When these three things converge, and they are converging now, the result is not just money. The result is a complete reorganization of your relationship with abundance. You will stop seeing yourself as someone who gets by, someone who survives, someone who manages. You will start seeing yourself as someone who thrives, someone who has more than enough, someone who can be generous without fear because you trust that more is always flowing toward you. That shift in identity is worth more than any single deposit in your bank account. Because identity is permanent. A windfall can be spent in a week. But when you fundamentally change who you believe yourself to be in relation to money, every decision you make from that point forward carries a different weight, a different wisdom, a different magnetism. And I want to speak to generosity for a moment because I see it so clearly in your energy. You are someone who gives. You have always been someone who gives. Even when you had very little, you found ways to share, to help, to support others. That generosity has not gone unnoticed by the universe. Every act of giving, especially the ones that came with sacrifice, created an energetic receipt. And receipts eventually get cashed.
Shout out dyan.
What is coming to you financially is in part the universe balancing the ledger. Not as a transaction, but as a natural flow. You gave freely, and now life is giving freely back to you. I also sense that this financial shift is going to change a dynamic in one of your relationships. Not in a negative way, in a healing way. There may be someone in your life where money has been a source of tension, whether it was a power imbalance, a dependency, an unspoken resentment, or simply the stress of not having enough bleeding into your connection with them.
Alam mo yung feeling nakakasweldo mo lang pero nandiyan na agad yung bills, groceries at kung ano-anong gastos. Pero okay lang kasi may Adobe card ako. With Adobe card,
Ay, malapindot ang washing machine.
As your financial
Ang washing
situation
machine ang sinasabi
shifts,
ko.
that tension is going to dissolve.
Yeah.
You are going to find a new kind of freedom within that relationship.
OMG,
And it is
you
going to
have
bring
no
you
idea.
closer rather than pushing you
And
apart.
is happening us.
Money, when it arrives in alignment, does
Parang
not
ito
corrupt
ang
your connections.
wedding.
It clarifies them. It removes the fog of financial filling over. An undercurrent of anxiety will become lighter. Decisions that used to feel loaded will become simpler. And you will discover that the love in life was always stronger than the stress. It was just being muffled by the noise of not having enough. There's one more thread I want to pull on before I bring this to a close. I sense that sometime in the near future, you are going to have a moment of stillness where the full weight of what has changed hits you. It will not happen during the exciting moment of receiving. It will happen after, when things are quiet. Maybe when you are alone. Maybe when you are doing something completely mundane. And in that still moment, you are going to feel an overwhelming wave of gratitude mixed with something like disbelief. You are going to think, this is really my life now. And I want you to let that wave wash over you completely.
Yes.
Do not resist it. Do not minimize
Sa
it.
akin, dan ako sa
Let it
akin.
flood your entire being. Because that moment of recognition is what seals the
Sasali na ako
new
mantika.
reality into place. That moment is what tells your subconscious, your nervous system, your your energetic field that this is the new normal, that this is who you are now. You're not the person who barely gets by. You're not the person who watches others prosper while you wait in the weeds. You are the person who planted seeds in the hardest soil and kept watering them even when nothing grew for the longest time. You are the person who chose integrity when dishonesty would have paid more. You are the person who held on to hope when every logical reason to hope had been stripped away. And now, the harvest is beginning. Not someday, not in some vague, distant future. Now, in the breath you are taking right now, in the life you are already living. Stay open, stay soft. Let the rivers converge. Let the money come in whatever surprising, unexpected, beautiful form it chooses.
Sa likod.
Trust that you are ready because you are. Trust that you deserve this because you do. And trust that this is just the beginning because what I sense for you extends far beyond this single moment of breakthrough. There is a trajectory here, a rising line, a path that keeps ascending long after this initial wave of abundance has settled into your life. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting this message. And thank you for being part of Mary Tarot. If something in this reading made your heart beat a little faster, if something resonated,
Ayan, wow.
There's a crispy son of chicken, a fried feast.
Wala ko naginip ng ano ko gabi. Ano nga ba yun? Hanapin ko. Bakit?
Lalo na ng baboy. Teka,
Pangit ang sulak ko. Pangit ang sulak ko. Short sa nabiyan. Thank you so much. Oh. Pagdalak talaga. Satisfied. ako pa na yung hugas. Kasi gusto ko tapos na ako magluto, malinis ang aking ating ano ko nga ulit yung aking oy. Shout out po sa nandiyan. Ito talaga ay yes, good morning po rin. May namatay kami batsmate. Magre-reunion kami.
Sa trabaho mo maaaring malagdagan ng sahod o kaya naman ay mababang posisyon. Sa negosyo, ito ay sinyalis ng matagumpay ng negosyo. Asahan mo ang magkakaroon ng maraming suki at dapat sila ay ingatan at mahalagaan upang hindi mo na magpos ay lalo pang dadaan. Natutulang mo naman. Ibig sabihin ito, ikaw ay kampante sa isa't sa nangyayari sa bukid. Hindi mo iniisip ang mga problema. Pagkos ikaw ay nananatiling kalmado at mahinahon. Nalulunod na baboy. Mag-ingat ka kapag ito ay napanaginipan mo. Makakita ka ng nalulunod para sa prosperity at papalapit ka sa panahon ng pag-angat. Baboy, maghanda ka. May swerte ng kumakatok sa buhay mo. Subscribe for more mystical dream meanings. Kapag nanaginip ka ng baboy, huwag mo agad i-take for granted. Sa mystical symbolism, ang baboy ay isa sa pinakamalakas na tanda ng kasalinan at pagyaman. Kaya kapag nanaginip ka ng baboy, maghanda ka. May swerte ng kumakatok sa buhay mo. Like and subscribe for more mystical dream meanings. Kapag nanaginip ka ng baboy, huwag mo agad i-take for granted. Sa mystical
Yan. Yan. Hindi pala ito naman sa akin. Shout out sa nandiyan. Thank you po. Kulang ngayon po may araw po. Kasi hindi naman hindi kinakain ng pichay. Dahil lang ako po. Aray. Alas sila ng rice. Sabaw, mainit. sayang. Pechay sa nilaga. Kami pechay. Sarap. Sarap ko dyan. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. Patusok lang po, patusok. Yan, daragdagan pa na sa bawang. Sumanga bang kumanta at sumayaw sa ano habang nagluluto, guys? Kumusta po kayo dyan? Mag-aaral ako ng mga iba't ibang DIY.